I wanted to share with you a guided journal that I created inspired by my book, The Dot, which is about a little girl who is afraid to make her mark, and a great teacher who thinks differently helps her and inspires her to make her mark. And a lot of people are a bit timid when it comes to the blank page, and I wanted to help. So no matter what age you are, start with a dot, right? Everyone can make a dot. So I created this, and this was published by Abrams Notary, which is a division of Abrams, and they're a great publishing company. They do the I Am series, I Am Yoga, I Am Human, that I do with Susan Verdi. So start with the dot. I'll just give you a little peek inside, a little place to start with a mark that you know, right, which is your name. So start with your name. And I have some little inspirational messages, right? If you can make a dot, then you're ready to be taken on a creative journey. Every journey begins with a first step or a single dot. This journey will encourage you to keep going, to let your creativity flow, to see things in a new way, to nudge you to be a bit braver, and to inspire you to express more you and share it with the world. There's a little bit more of me encouraging you to let it flow, and I remind you that you might want to gather some art supplies. And then here we go. So start with a dot. Go ahead, just a dot, just a simple little dot. It could be tiny, right? One little dot. You could use a brush. You could use a marker. Whatever you want. That was easy, yes. Now make another dot. Your swirly gold frame awaits. And of course, that's a little nod to the swirly gold frame in the dot. And I also encourage people to sign their work, because I think it's really important to be proud of what you create. Right? You can make a big dot in any color. Right? Making a dot it's easy, fun, and quick and satisfying. So there are blank pages for you to fill. Just like us, no two dots are exactly the same. In fact, I challenge you to try to make two identical dots. Not easy, right? Says little Vashti in the corner. So fill these pages with many dots of many colors, and it just keeps going and going. In fact, there are quite a few pages in this book. We've got furry dots, delicate dots, cross-hatched dots. You can also use your thumb to make dots. And then once we get, we can mix colors. We can also turn dots into things, right? Tree-ish, lollipop-ish, ice cream-ish, sun-ish. A dot is a great place. So then I give you some colored dots, and you can use your creativity to turn them into things, right? Like rings and kings. This one you can fill, I'm connecting words to dots here. So fill these dots with your favorite words. Of course, I wrote a book called The Word Collector about a boy who loves words, Jerome. And I'm encouraging everyone to become word collectors and book collectors. Mindful marks, right? Forget about clock time. Put on some music. Let the beat inspire you. So let your dots dance across the page. Music inspires me when I'm working. So take a dot for a walk, right? Draw a line, start here. And in this part of the book, I remind us that if you connect two dots, you get a line. And lines are really handy for making drawings. So take a look back at your lines. Are they thin, thick, horizontal, vertical, squiggly, wild? And so I encourage you to play with lines in the rest of the book and trace your hand with a continuous line. That's a kind of a cool project. And at the end of the book, I kind of get back to inspiring you, right? Don't worry about getting it right or making it perfect. Right? Just let it flow, and it will be your version of perfect-ish. Get messy, cut loose. Creativity isn't always pretty. So, we all love lines, but don't you miss those dots. So at the end of the book, we return to some dots, and we play with dots and lines. And so there's more and more and more. So this is a really fun journey. I wish I had had this one when I was a kid, but here it is. And no matter what age you are, this book is for you to have fun with. And look around you. What else can you draw with dots and lines? And let's see, how does it end? Right, play with your name. Fill these pages with your dots, your lines, your name. Go nuts, go wild, let it flow. Right? Imagine that your dreams, your goals, your hopes were dots. Make a dot for each of them and label them. For your big dreams, make big dots. Now, and this is kind of cool, now ask somebody else to draw a dot in this frame and sign it. So the last page is not even for you, right? It's for you to share, because that is what Vashti's teacher did. She encouraged Vashti to make a dot. And Vashti encouraged a little boy named Ramon, who he was feeling anxious about art, but she inspired him and said, hey, make a mark, and he makes a squiggle and signs it. And of course that book becomes ish. Oh, look at this. I do have the last page is for you. So add one last dot for now and sign it. The end-ish. So that, my friends, is start with a dot, and it has now been translated into other languages as well. And so wherever you are in the world, hopefully you can get a copy of this guided journal. Start with a dot. And by the way, there is start with a word, which I will be sharing later. But for now, that is start with a dot. And look at this, it's got a little handy ribbon to remind you of where you are on your dot-ish journey. So thanks for letting me share. And have a creative, wonderful day.